فلله الحمد رب السماوات ورب الأرض رب العالمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. Inshallah, we will continue our class Aqeedat Al-Wasitiyyah. Bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, we were talking about As-Sifat Al-Thubutiyyah Lillahi Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the attributes that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala belongs to Him, that He affirmed for Himself in the Quran, and His Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam affirmed to Him in His Sunnah. Last time we have covered so many sifat, so many attributes of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala: Sifat al-Sam', Sifat al-Basar, wal-Ru'ya, ila akhirih. So inshallah Jalla wa Ala, we will continue today couple sifats, which is al-makru wal-mahalu wal-kaydu ila akhirih. قال جل وعلا: وقوله وهو شديد المحال. Allah جل وعلا سبحانه وتعالى, He is شديد المحال, أي شديد العذاب أو المكر. المحال شديد مماحلة في العقوبة من طغى عليه وعتى وتمادى في كفره. Anyone who is trying to be harmful against the deen of Allah, Allah subhanahu azza wa jalla is shadidul mihal upon him. And the scholars, they said the meaning of shadidul mihal, it could be translated to the mihal بمعنى من الحيلة, والحيلة هي المكر. Hila means taking steps against the opponent to cause him really very severe harmful thing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is shadidul mihal, shadidul makr. نعم. وقوله جل وعلا: ومكروا ومكر الله والله خير الماكرين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the kuffar Banu Israel. The Banu Israel, when they were trying to kill Nabiullah Isa, they were put together some plan that they can kill Nabiullah Isa. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has planned for them another plan. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He was in best of those who make the planners. Those who make the planners, Allah is the best. Because what happened was, Nabiullah Isa was taken to the heavens. Usually when they're talking about scholars, they said they were following Nabiullah Isa to locate him where he may come with his followers, the place they may gather together. So one day they realized that Nabiullah Isa and his followers are gathering in a certain house. So they sent to them their troops in order to be captured and killed Nabiullah Isa. So what happened was, they came to the house and they entered into the house. Usually the leader of them entered into the house and he said, "Where is Isa? Where is Isa?" And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already has raised him, that Nabiullah Isa, to the heaven. And the image of Nabiullah Isa was burned onto the leader of these groups. So once he came back, they said, this is the Isa, and they killed him himself. He said, I'm not Isa, but they killed him. That's the plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَكَرُوا وَمَكَرَ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. So up today, they think that they have killed Nabiullah Isa. But they never killed Nabiullah Isa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ. They did not kill him. They did not put him in a cross. وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُمْ. But they were given some image that resembles him, Nabiullah Isa, but وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ يَقِينًا. They killed someone, but it was not the true Nabiullah Isa. So that's the plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala against kuffar. They always thinking that they can do something against the deen of Allah, against the messengers of Allah, against the believers, but they are really going to their death. That's the Wallahu Khairul Makirin. Another ayah similar to this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَكَرُوا وَمَكَرَ اللَّهُ وَمَكَرُوا مَكْرًا. They have a plot. وَمَكَرْنَا مَكْرًا, and we have planned a plot or plan, while they perceive not. وَهُمْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. لماذا Nabiullah Salih, he was trying to, he was conveying the da'wah ila Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But some people of his city, the leaders of the city, those who were disbelievers, all the time they disliked the Anbiya Allah, the messengers of Allah. The leaders of Kufr, they want all the time the dhulm, to do whatever they want according to their desire. But the Anbiya Allah, the messengers of Allah, they want to lead the Ummah according to the just, inshallah. And everyone has to have his rights according to what Allah gave them. So when they see the da'wah of the Anbiya, those who were in the power, those who were in a dhulm, they all the time dislike the message of the messengers of Allah. So they want to eradicate them, to kill them, to rid them off. So Nabiullah Salih was given da'wah. So these groups, تسعة رهط, 9 gang leaders, they have planned against Nabiullah Salih to kill him. He and his household, his family. So what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَكَرُوا مَكْرًا وَمَكَرْنَا مَكْرًا وَمَكَرْنَا مَكْرًا وَمَكَرُوا مَكْرًا وَمَكَرْنَا مَكْرًا فانظر كيف كان عاقبة مكرهم أنا دمرناهم وقومهم أجمعين فتلك بيوتهم خالية بما ظلموا فهم لا ينطقون. What happened? They said one night, we're gonna go to the house of Nabiullah Salih and we will burn out all of them. We will kill them. And then in the morning, we will say, Wallahi, we don't know who killed them. That's what they have, swore to one another. We will kill him, we will rid it off, and then we will say we don't know who killed him. But they said they go to the cave to hide in there until the time arrives that they can strike the Nabiullah Salih's house. So what happened? While they hide in the cave, just the cave collapsed. Boom. All of them, they died. That's the plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this ayat, al-makr wal-mahal, is not the names that we give Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that sifa we give him generally. هكذا Allah is makar, Allah is ka'id, or something like that. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this sifat has given to him whenever the other side is present, whenever we have the dhulm of the kuffar or makr of the kuffar, then Allah is a makr for the dhulama. Because the makr itself contains, part of it is a bad and part of it is good. Since the sifat of Allah is perfect, all of it. The ulama, they said we cannot give him right away Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is makar, Allah is this and that. No. But rather we say Allah yamkuru mimman yamkuru din Allah. Allah yamkuru min al-kuffar. Allah makir limakr al-kuffar. In that way, by muqabala, by comparison, Allah is makr and the kuffar is makr, has to present whatever we give this attribute to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So when they do bad, Allah punish them.
That's what it is.
Worse.
Whenever they plan and plot against Deen Allah, against Muslimin and Islam, that's the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish them. What does mean a makr? Makr, they said, is to do something that people may see something good, but it's not. Inside is something harmful, but outside is something normal. Maybe it's just like someone who invites you to his house and gives you food and this and that, but he wants to kill you. Okay? The way he welcomes you, the way he giving you food and smiling for you all day long, you think it's something okay. But what he was planning for you is really something harmful. That kind of action is called makr. Al-makr, the steps you take to cause harmful for your enemies. Okay? So, something like that, it is okay when you are planning for your enemies. Okay? And only time we attribute to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala al-makr, or al-kayd, or al-mihal, is the one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do that to the kuffar. It's not the name that all the time we can give, whether Allah plans against kuffar or not. It's not that way. It's not a mutlaq al-sifa. إذن صفة مقيدة يقولون. صفة مقيدة بشيء، بوجود مكر الكفار. هذا هو. And similar to that, this ayah, وقوله تعالى إنهم يكيدون كيدا وأكيد كيدا. Allah attributed to the kuffar kaid, and he attributed to himself also kaid. So the kaid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time is a good thing. But the kaid of kuffar is what? Is a bad. Right? So the word of kaid itself can have part of it bad and part of it what? Good. Whatever Allah is doing the kaid against the kuffar is good. It's stopping for the dhulm, for the kuffar. But the kuffar's kaid is to stop the haqq, to cause harmful for the followers of the haqq. So all these names and attributes is just for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be affirmed the time we have the other side of the kaid or makr. Naam. Especially Kuffar Quraysh, when they were causing and plotting for the Prophet ﷺ harmful things. They said, Muhammad is really getting hard followers, so much followers. So we need to stop him. Naam. We need to cause him, either we kill him or capture him or expel him from the city. But the shaitan was one of he just took the image of one of the tribe leaders, and he attended the meeting they have Quraysh, what they can do. And he gave them suggestion, which is, you gotta kill Muhammad. He said, if you just let him go, then he's gonna go somewhere else and he's gonna have followers. So the best thing to do is to kill him at all. We should rid him, once and forever. And he told them, he has a tribe. His tribe, Banu Hashim, they are strong people. Then anyone who killed their son,
They're gonna be friends.
yes. So what they said, Shaitan just this suggestion. He said, we'll bring 20 young men from every tribe. One young man, strong man, with a very, strong sword. We'll give them these weapons, and they're gonna kill Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam one time. They will hit simultaneously their swords with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So once he died, 20 tribes has killed him. So Banu Hashim, when they realized that the Muhammad was killed by 20 tribes, they don't have any strength to take revenge from 20 tribes. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna accept the blood money or diya. And we're ready for the diya, they said. We'll give them diya, and alhamdulillah, it's done. So the time they were doing that, they are just making plan against Deen Allah, against the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're making kaid. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّهُمْ يَكِيدُونَ كَيْدًا. They are putting together their kaid. وَأَكِيدُ كَيْدًا. I was, planning my plan. فَمَهِّلِ الْكَافِرِينَ أَمْهِمْهُمْ رُوَيْدًا. Give them time. Let's see what's happening. And what happened was that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed his messenger to come out freely from his house and go out of the city safely. They sent their 20 young men toward his house in the middle of the night, and they said, wait him. When he comes out from the home, kill him one time. And when he comes out, he saw these young men sitting there. He just bypassed easily, and then all of them, they were sleeping. They cannot even raise their heads. Some ulama said, قرأ النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون. ذكر ذلك شيخ عثيمين رحمه الله. He recited this ayah, we put barrier front of them and from their back, which means not physical barrier, but invisible barrier, which is really exists. There is a barrier in this world that we cannot see, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put these, and then Prophet ﷺ bypassed them. They didn't see him. In the morning, when they woke up, house is nobody but Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu. Ali ibn Abi Talib took his place, alayhi salam.
So they were in Mecca?
That was when he was in Mecca. And Allah already allows him to make immigration. Prophet ﷺ remained in Mecca so many years because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not allow him to make immigration from the Mecca to Medina or to Abyssinia or to anywhere. As we know, the first hijrah was toward what? Toward Abyssinia. That's because the Sahaba, they couldn't handle the torture that the Kuffar Quraysh was doing against them. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed them to go to the Abyssinia, where is Najashi was a king, and he was a just man, as the Prophet ﷺ mentioned his name. Ashama, he said his name was Ashama, and he said, Malikun Adil, la yudlamu nas indahu ahad. He's a just king, and no one will be transgressed against him while that king is there. So you can go there and practice your religion there. And that's what happened. But same time, Prophet ﷺ remained in Mecca. But after they planned this plan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows him to move from the Mecca to Medina. And that's the time they want to kill him. Now Shaykh rahimahullah ta'ala talks about ماذا صفة العفو والعزة وغير ذلك. قال جل وعلا إن تبدوا خيرا أو تخفوه أو تعفو عن سوء فإن الله غفور رحيم. إن تبدوا خيرا, if you expose and bring forth the good deeds that you do, if you disclose your good deeds and to do it publicly so people can see your good, أو تخفوه, or you conceal your good deeds, أو تعفو عن سوء, or you pardon from the evil. فإن الله غفور رحيم. Allah is afu, the one who forgives. Qadiran, the one who has the ability to cause harm for those who, to punish those who disobey him. إن تبدوا خيرا أو تخفوه عن سوء. The ibadat we are doing, the most time, some ibadat we should do and keep it away from the people. Secret ibadat, Allah loves subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you do the ibadah, you pay in sadaqat, you're doing some kind of dhikr and so on and that. It is good all the time to be between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because that will make you more ikhlas. Sometimes some ibadat, if you do it in front of the people, it will encourage the people. And you will get more ajr from that. For example, what happened in the time of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we mentioned, some people, they came to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, whole tribe from Bani Mudar. They was afflicted for famine and they didn't have food and anything, but they came to the Prophet ﷺ in Medina, whole tribe, the Qabila. And they were naked, part of them. Some of them, they had, very torn, old clothes. And the Prophet ﷺ, when he saw them, he really felt, some sadness, and he called sadaqah. He said to the companion, everyone go and bring something for these brothers and sisters who came and they are really in need something. What happened was everybody bring some little things. A person bring 1 dinar, another 1 dirham, someone brings in a handful of dates. And the Prophet ﷺ, when he saw how the people are responding to the sadaqah he called, he really did not felt good. Because where the sadaqah was brought to the Prophet ﷺ, and what he see from the people, whole tribe, there needs to be something bigger. He felt a little bit, why people just bring a little amount of sadaqah? While they were doing that way, one of the companion from the Khazraj, I think from the Ansar, I think from the Khazraj, he go home and he brought a huge amount of money. كانت تعجز يداه من حمله. Even he cannot, handle it. It was very heavy, and he dropped inside the sadaqah. He said, Ya Rasulullah, this is from me. And the Prophet ﷺ, he became so happy. And the people, when they saw him, this person donating and bringing sadaqah in a huge amount, the people, they get, motivated. And they start bringing everybody, huge amount of sadaqah. Until the Prophet ﷺ saw too big, a crowd of food and clothes and everything. And he becomes so happy, alayhi salam. What did he say? من سن في الإسلام سنة حسنة فله أجرها وأجر من عمل بها إلى يوم القيامة. This person caused a motivation for others, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him, and reward also what the reward Allah gave to other people, he's got the same thing. ومن سن في الإسلام سنة سيئة فله وزرها ووزر من عمل بها. If you motivate the people to do bad things, that person is going to get his punishment, and on top of that, everybody misled. Their amount of bonds they have, this person will get it, because the one who caused all these problems. So that Sahabi, he really did good job, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him this reward. Everybody, he went home and bring sadaqah, and the same ajr they get, Allah gave it to him. In tubdu sadaqat فَنِعِمَّا هِيَ. Another ayah. In tubdu sadaqat فَنِعِمَّا هِيَ. If you want to motivate the people, you pay a huge amount, everybody says, Subhanallah, what about me? وَإِن تُخْفُوهَا. But if you conceal it, وَتُؤْتُوهَا الْفُقَرَاء فَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. When the sadaqah is in the level of individual, it's better to conceal. You give the person that you want to give it to him. You give him, khalas, you leave it. Because the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned another hadith saying, سَبْعَةُ يُظِلُّهُمُ اللَّهُ فِي ظِلِّهِ يَوْمَ لَا ظِلَّ إِلَّا ظِلُّهُ. 7 people will be shaded under the shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the day of judgment. And one of them is, وَرَجُلٌ تَصَدَّقَ بِصَدَقَةٍ حَتَّى فأخفاها حتى لا تعلم الشمال ما تنفق يمينه. Is that a person who spent his money, he gave sadaqah, and he concealed that sadaqah until his left hand does not know what right hand is given away. Even if your left hand just have some sensation, cannot, see and feel what the right hand is giving away. That means he really concealed it very hardly. Nobody can notice him that he giving out sadaqah. He's doing the khair. So concealing has some time and some places, and exposing another place. So that's the Sharia. All the time Sharia is not one way. We have to balance everything. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ عَفُوٌّ وَقَدِيرٌ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has صفة العفو and قدرة من صفات الثبوتية صفات الذات سبحانه عز وجل. نعم. عفو معناه ذو العفو وهو ترك المؤاخذة على ارتكاب الذنب وهو أبلغ من المغفرة. Afu means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not punish people who already fall into sin. People who deserve to be punished, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will leave them. We don't punish them. That's the af, safh. It's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. نعم. وقوله تعالى وليصفحوا وليعفوا وليصفحوا ألا تحبون أن يغفر الله لكم إن الله غفور رحيم. In this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وَلْيَعْفُوا, they have to let them burden, forgive. وَلْيَصْفَحُوا, and not to take revenge. If someone do evil deeds against you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is encouraging you to take the side of the afu. You pardon him. Safh, you just leave him alone. You don't take your revenge, and you have ability to do that, but you leave that for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah loves that person who don't take revenge all the time. Rather, He will give afu. And this ayah has a sabab al-nuzul. في شأن أبي بكر رضي الله عنه. This ayah was revealed because Abu Bakr رضي الله عنه, when the ifk took place. Ifk was when they accused Aisha رضي الله عنها something bad against her. The munafiqun, they generate lie against Aisha. When they were doing that because to harm the Prophet ﷺ, to embarrass him. So every time they were trying to harm ﷺ in way or another. This time they used to say and generate some lie against his wife. And what happened? Sometimes the munafiqun, they generate lie, but the same believers, if they don't take precaution, they will take that lie and they participate and they involved. And that's what happened in time of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Some of the Sahaba has involved this a lie against Aisha. And the Surah An-Nur, if you read it, you'll be amazed. لولا إذ سمعتموه ظن المؤمنون بأنفسهم خيرا وقالوا هذا إفك مبين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, how do you accept something like this? If you hear something about your Muslim brother, you should defend him. You should say, A'udhu billah, I can't believe it.
And so some clan people, the Muslim people, they still believe today.
This is a Rafida, Shia, هؤلاء خبثاء, still because their religion, the Rafida religion, who generated? Abdullah ibn Saba al-Yahudi. Those who still they have the munafiqun, still are just, their religion was created by munafiqun and kuffar. The Rafida, their religion is not Islam. It is not. Someone who said Quran was corrupted. Someone who said the Sahaba, all of them kuffar, because of that, no, we don't believe no hadith from the Prophet ﷺ. No Quran, no Sunnah. Okay. Someone who carries out the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's zawjat, Hafsa and Aisha, and he said they fornicated. Someone who said kuffar, the Sahaba, kullahum kuffar. What kind of religion we share with them? If you ask yourself, because the Muslimun, they believe the Quran and the Sunnah in the companion of Prophet ﷺ who brought this Quran and Sunnah to Ummah. If you, these three fundamentals, if you just strike them and destroy them, what religion left for you? There is no religion we can share with them. And aside of that, they generated another religion, which is the Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu, Hassan and Hussein radiyallahu anhuma. They are just like prophets, and they have revelation, and they know the knowledge of ilm ma kana wa ma yakunu wa idha kana ilm Allah kulluhum. Saying that itself a kufr. If you count these people, what kind of kufr they have, is really, you'll be amazing. Countless. So, نسأل الله السلام والعافية. So what happened? One of the companion involved the cousin of Abu Bakr. Cousin of Abu Bakr, Mistah ibn Uthatha. He involved the ifk. And he's a cousin of Abu Bakr. And Abu Bakr is the one who you should take care of him. So They want to give him everything he wants. Abu Bakr is a wealthy man, Allah gave him. And Allah also gave him ability to give away all his wealth. Either he supported da'wah or supported the believers. Since the day one of the da'wah in Mecca until Allah took his life. It was that way. And you know the qissa, the story that when the Prophet ﷺ wants to raise some fund, and he said to the Sahaba, everybody go home and bring some money because we need to support our army. We need weapons, we need, what they call it. We need the transportation, we need a lot of stuff, and we need the money. So what they did, Sahaba, everybody went home to bring something. This Islam we have today, Akhwan Fillah, was built upon the Sahaba. Prophet ﷺ, he brought the message, but the money and manpower was brought by the Sahaba. And Islam will reach, into the end by only that way, that you support your deen bil-ilmi wa bil-mali wa bil-nafs. Now, for what happened? Abu Bakr, he stood up and went home to bring some sadaqah. Umar, he said, oh, Abu Bakr today, we want to bring some money, I will go ahead and beat him up today. I will beat today Abu Bakr. Why he do that? Because he said, today I already had some saving. I saved a lot of money and I knew today I have a lot of money to bring, which I can beat Abu Bakr. Because every sadaqah, Abu Bakr is first. Today I want to be the first, he said, Umar. What happened? Umar went home and brought whatever he had, all his saving, half of the saving he brought to the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which is a great amount. He said, alayhi salatu salam, what did you left for your family? Umar said, Ya Rasulullah, I have left half of this. He said, Jazakallah khair, may Allah barakah for your family and for your money. He accepted sadaqah alayhi salam. Umar sitting there and waiting what Abu Bakr may bring forth. Abu Bakr came and he brought, boom, a lot of money. And the Prophet said, what did you left for your family? He said, Taraktu lahumullah wa rasulah. This is all what I have. Nothing I left. Last paycheck, last money that I have, I put it in da'wah. Umar, he said, oh, that's it. Today, only day I was planning for a long time to be the first, but still Abu Bakr beat me. I will never compete with him. That's it. I'll salute for you. That's it. You're first all the time. See, as he said, I'll salute for you means you're first all the time. He accepted. So what happened? Abu Bakr, when he heard Mistah involved the ifk, he cut the fun from him. And Mistah was hungry. He said, since you involved something against the Prophet Muhammad's family and my daughter, you ate the munafiqeen. I said, I did not know this. Some people all the time, they involve some lies out of, just he's innocent. He picks up from everybody. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِن جَاءَكُمْ فَاسِقٌ بِنَبَإٍ فَتَبَيَّنُوا. Make sure that the news you're receiving has a base. But if you just take it and spread it, and in the end, you participate in something wrong, something lie, you will lose your credibility, your iman, your akhlaq is gone. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, everybody has to make sure the akhbar, who do you take and what are you going to take from. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, since everything was revealed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and was cleaned, Allah has revealed. The Quran has came just to solve this issue. Surah An-Nur. All right. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلْيَصْفَحُوا وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. Those who really said something, those who involved the ifk, really they cause harm, but right now, you just pardon them and you just turn away from their revenge. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Don't you love that Allah will forgive you?
In state,
Huh?
that means in state of revenge, Allah forgive you.
If you keep revenging and carrying fun from these people, which means you don't want to forgiveness of Allah, but you want the revenge. But Abu Bakr is not like that. What did he say? نعم أحب أن يغفر الله لي. Yes, I love Allah, forgive me. What is the mistake? Come here, take your fun from now on.
Tell you what?
Yeah, he will give him back again the money he used to give to him.
Oh, he take money before. I missed.
No, you missed this part.
Yeah.
Mistah was a cousin of
I know that.
Abu Bakr, and he was a faqir. He didn't have anything, and Abu Bakr is the one who used to give him,
Take care of him.
take care of him. Yeah, naam. But since he involved the ifk issue,
He carried after.
yes, he said, we're not going to give you anything anymore. Right now, what after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, do not cut anything from anybody and give afu. Why you do that? Because you don't love that Allah will forgive you too? He said, yes, I love it. And he started giving, na'am, na'am. So Allah, these two sifat, Allah is Ghafoor and Allah is what? Rahim. صفة ماذا؟ العفو وتكلمنا عنها وأنه غفور وأنه رحيم سبحانه عز وجل. وقوله سبحانه وتعالى ولله العزة ولرسوله وللمؤمنين ولكن المنافقين لا يعلمون. هنا this ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala attributed himself al-izzah. صفة ايش؟ العزة. إثبات العزة لله سبحانه وتعالى كاملة من جميع الوجوه. The عزة الله سبحانه وتعالى كاملة. And ولرسوله. The Rasul has a عزة. وللمؤمنين. The mu'minun they have عزة. But these three عزة are different. عزة المؤمنين is not like عزة الرسول. The عزة الرسول is not like عزة الله سبحانه وتعالى. The عزة الله سبحانه وتعالى كاملة. It's perfect. No dhul involves anymore, anytime. But the عزة المؤمنين and عزة الرسول sometimes may be defeated in a battlefield. And maybe some humiliation may happen to them. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said when he was talking about Badr, وَلَقَدْ نَصَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ بِبَدْرٍ وَأَنْتُمْ أَذِلَّةٌ. Allah has supported you. The day of Badr, while you were adillah, humiliated, because they were small in number and the weapon they have was very small. Transportation they have also something. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them the victory. Allah supported them subhanahu wa ta'ala. The izzatullahi izzatun kamila. The izzah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وَلِلَّهِ الْعِزَّةُ وَالرَّسُولِهِ. The munafiqun, you know, in Medina, Mecca was kuffar, Medina munafiqun. This da'wah went through difficulties. The time in Mecca was kuffar Quraysh, harming the da'wah and messenger of Allah and the believers. In Medina, the munafiqun. And the munafiqun are worse than them. They're kuffar. Why? Munafiq will destroy your home from inside. The kafir is outside and you see him. You know, you have your precaution against the kafir, which is outside. But the one who's inside, you think he's a Muslim, but he's not. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّ الْمُنَافِقِينَ فِي الدَّرْكِ الْأَسْفَلِ. إن المنافقين يخادعون الله وهو خادعهم. What happened? They said, Abdullah ibn Saba, their leader was called Abdullah ibn Saba, Abdullah ibn Umayyah ibn Salul. He was the leader of the Munafiqeen. And he used to lead this movement, Munafiqun movement, Al-Haraka Al-Nifaqiyya Al-Munafiqun, inside the Medina. And one time they came back from the battlefield, the Muslimun, and what did he say? When we go back, لَإِنْ رَجَعْنَا إِلَى الْمَدِينَةِ لَيُخْرِجَنَّ الْأَعَزُّ مِنْهَا الْأَذَلُّ. He said, why this, foreign who came from Mecca took our place, our Medina, and they do everything they want. But when we go back to Medina this time, the Medina will not leave, these two groups together. The one who is strong will remain, and the one who is weak will be expelled. And he was thinking that the Munafiqun, they have power, and the Muslimun and the Prophet ﷺ, they are weak. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responded to them. He said, وَلِلَّهِ الْعِزَّةُ وَلِرَسُولِهِ وَلِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَلَكِنَّ الْمُنَافِقِينَ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ. So they were exposed before even the Muslimun reached in Medina, so on. Naam. So then Izzah is a صفة العزة لله سبحانه وتعالى, وهي صفة كاملة, perfect attribute to Allah سبحانه وتعالى. أما صفة الأنبياء أم عزة الأنبياء والمؤمنين فهي حسب ماذا؟ مقامهم, لا تشبه عزة بعزة. Shaitan itself, he affirmed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the Izzah. He said, فَبِعِزَّتِكَ لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, since you denied to make prostration and sujood for Adam, you were cursed out. قال فاخرج منها فإنك رجيم وإن عليك اللعنة إلى يوم الدين. You will go to the hell and you're out of the Jannah. He said, Ya Rabbi, fandirni. Oh Allah, give me time. The one you curse me out for his sake, I want revenge to him, he and his offspring. فَبِعِزَّتِكَ لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. He said, by your izzah, I will mislead all of them. Give me a chance. He took challenge against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us warning against shaitan. And He showed us how to challenge shaitan, how to defend yourself, how to refuge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from his evil. But once we're not refuge to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, shaitan easily can take us. Because we don't see him, he can direct you while you don't perceive even. So it's very dangerous. That's why he said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا إِذَا مَسَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِّنَ الشَّيْطَانِ تَذَكَّرُوا فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ وَإِخْوَانُهُمْ يَمُدُّونَهُمْ فِي الْغَيِّ ثُمَّ لَا يُقْصِرُونَ. Shaitan, when he touches you, you have to understand this is from shaitan, and you have to repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, and you do the dhikr, you run away. Whenever العبد يذكر الله يهرب. من أجل هذا اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا. الله سبحانه وتعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا وسبحوه بكرة وأصيلا هو الذي يصلي عليكم وملائكته ليخرجكم من الظلمات إلى النور. العزة لله سبحانه وتعالى. وقوله تبارك اسم ربك ذي الجلال والإكرام، إثبات الاسم لله سبحانه وتعالى. قال تبارك اسم ربك ذي الجلال والإكرام. تبارك بمعنى البركة والزيادة في الخير والبركة اسم ربك ذي الجلال والإكرام. The name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wherever you mention the name of Allah, the barakah is there. So Allah's name was connected to the barakah. Whenever you say Bismillah for something, that thing is going to be barakah with it. When you eat food, say Bismillah. The barakah will be in there. If you slaughter your animal, say Bismillah. It will be halal and barakah with it. And whenever you have something good to say Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. So all the time, the barakah and the name of Allah are connected to each other. Dhil Jalal wal Ikram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a Jalal. Jalal means Azama. Ikram means Al-Karama wa Sharaf fi qulub al-nas lillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. نعم. فالشيخ رحمه الله تعالى said إثبات الاسم لله سبحانه وتعالى. لله اسم وأسماء. اسم ربك إضافة الاسم إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى. ولله الأسماء الحسنى فادعوه بها. So attribute to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala names. Allah has a name subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's clear. صفة الجلال والإكرام صفات من صفات الله سبحانه وتعالى. الله سبحانه وتعالى ذو الجلال وذو الإكرام. نعم. وقوله جل وعلا فاعبده واصطبر لعبادته هل تعلم له سميا. This is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everybody to make ibadah. فاعبده, worship Allah alone. All the ibadat belongs to Allah alone. No one can take the ibadah and direct it to other than Allah. Anyone who directs ibadah to other than Allah, he committed a shirk. Shirkun fil ibadah. And shirkun fil ibadah is what? It's a kufr. So people have to be careful about directing the ibadah غير Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لَإِنْ أَشْرَكْتَ لَيَحْبَطَنَّ عَمَلُكَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if you commit shirk, all you did will become vain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَاعْبُدْهُ وَاصْطَبِرْ لِعِبَادَتِهِ. نعم. وَاصْطَبِرْ لِعِبَادَتِهِ means be patient for the ibadah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Which means أخلص عبادتك لله. Let your all worship be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the ikhlas. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said هل تعلم له سميا. هل تعلم له سميا أي مماثلا. Do you know any similarity? Anyone who can be similar to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? There's no. So don't worship other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No equal to Allah. No one equals to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why worship Allah alone subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you worship other than Allah, you're just saying there is someone equal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Shaykh began here from this ayah, Sifat as-Salbiyyah. You remember we divided the Sifat Allah two categories. Sifat al-Thubutiyyah or Sifat al-Salbiyyah. Attributes that we affirm to Allah and attributes that we negate from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. From up to here, Shaykh was talking about Sifat al-Thubutiyyah. And he begins here now, Sifat as-Salbiyyah. We will continue inshallah next time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alam. Sallallahu alaihi wa sallam.